Yeah, I'm just waiting for the stream to come up on my computer. I want to make sure that black box isn't there. If anyone knows what this black box is, can you please tell me? Because I'm trying to get rid of it. It's just blank. It obscures everything. It's back again. Yeah, it'll probably disappear in a second, I hope. Because yeah, it's just really annoying. I don't know what it is. I'm on the OBS app, the free app you get off the App Store on Google. I'm not going to start filming. Right, it's gone now. Until that bloody box has disappeared. Right. Uh, Alright, I just need to talk a little bit about this project I'm doing. A lot of people are aware that it's a bit of a diversion, a change. Well, it is a change, but it's not a negative change because my idea is if I can find a way to use my air turbines to produce a driving function to drive a generator, it doesn't mean to say that I have to use a car alternator, which is what I wanted to do, but it also means I could adapt it to drive my magnetic generator, my bubbleator circuit. I mean my bubbleator. So I mean um, the basic function of the airflow is from the turbines is that when the air is being pushed and when you block the airflow, it actually increases speed and there's less drag on the system. So at some point in the future, if I can perfect this, I could even use the air turbine to drive my bubbleator as well. So that's why I'm actually researching this air turbine system, because I'm looking for a more efficient way of driving the generator than just using a pulley system on its own from a motor, because as you load the motor down, the motor consumption on the power supply goes up. So I'm looking for a simple way to drive a generator. It doesn't matter what kind of generator it is, whether it's a car alternator or it's my bubbleator. I'm looking for a more efficient way to do that, to drive it with less load factors on the input. So it is a bit of a diversion, yes, and it's interesting, yes, but it might also prove to be an asset in the long term, if you see what I mean. And at the moment, I'm not showing anything on the screen because I'm just having a little talk, and I'm not very photogenic. I'm in a bit of a mess today, so yeah. Um, I've got something else to show you anyway. Uh, so I ordered some drive shafts off eBay, and I think I found a really good supplier, because apparently the point 0013 something run out, which is very good. We're talking about thousands of an inch, so so it arrived today. Let me just let me just open this first, because I can't do it while I'm holding the phone very easily. Right. So they arrived in a tube. These are my two drive shafts, and each one's a foot long. I don't want to take them all the way out because I've got to thread them back into the paper that's the holding. But I've checked them on my calipers, and they are very, very good, extremely good. In fact, so much so I won't even have to use emery paper on them to smooth them out. Now the reason I know that is because I got this plastic spacer that goes on the end of the drive shaft, my existing drive shaft, and it's loose. That one's loose. This other one is loose too. Hang on, where's the other one gone? There it is. This particular one is got a washer stuck on the end, and it's been on there, and it's snug fit. It's a snug fit, right, on my existing dry shaft. Right, it's so snug in fact that, yeah. Anyway, the point being, when I transpose it and put it on the dry shaft which I ordered, again it's difficult to do this with one hand, and I put it on the dry shaft I ordered, it is what? Exactly the same. It's the same snugness, which means my bearings should fit there no problem. It's you can see, and I run this all the way down actually to test friction on the, to see how, if it tightens up or loosens up, and it doesn't. And I've also measured it with my calipers. So these bars that they sent me are really good, and there's no wobble on them at all. They are true. I've put them side to side and rolled them against each other, and there's no bends. So I'm trying to do this with one hand. It's very hard. And there's the other one on the other shaft. It's also snug. As you can see, it's jumping a bit when I push it. It's the same friction all the way down. Anyway, so that's great. I've got two 1 foot long extra drive shafts. I've also ordered some more bearings. I have got 2 bearings spare which I can use for the next build, but these bearings are no good really, because anyway, I've ordered some more. And the calipers, let's see, let's measure the original shaft which I've been using on here. It's fiddly to do this. Just getting it on right and not moving it when I take it off. Right, so it's basically 5.97. Right, the shafts I ordered are 5.97. Look at that, bang on. Well, it depends if I twist it slightly, it moves. Take it off. It is 5.97. I measured both of these all the way down. I can't do it with when I'm holding a phone, but I measured these all the way down, and it's 5.97 all the way down the shaft. So we're good. We're good. We have got good drive shafts. 2 more. So the project can go ahead without any extra work on. These are much more precise actually than that one was. That one's slightly bent. Now the only reason that one's 5.97 now is because I actually spun it and used emery paper to smooth it out and even it out, because it wasn't precise. So that one was evened out to fit the bearings properly, because the bearings would be tightened on one, would tighten up on one part of the shaft, they would be loose on another part of the shaft. So that shaft itself that I originally got off eBay was from another supplier, and it wasn't very good. But these two are bang on all the way along. They've been ground. They're actually ground shafts, so they haven't been lathed. And because they're ground, there's no cutting marks. There's no cutting marks in them. They've been very well made. They're very smooth actually, extremely smooth. So that's what I want. So yeah, so the next project, I mean, I'm still adding more of these fans. I'm actually doing some more canopies, because my other canopies are a little bit shallow. The step difference between that edge, the spacing between that edge there and the bottom was a little bit too shallow to get both my fans and stators in. The new ones, they're slightly higher, a fraction higher, so there's a bit more air gap, there's a bit more space so that they don't rub. So I'm printing a couple of more of those, but any of the ones I've already printed, all this stuff is not going to get wasted, because I'll be using turbines, and the turbines are slightly thinner anyway. They won't use as much room, so I can still put the air turbines in those and still use those for the other build. So I'm not going to be wasting anything. The turbines will just be, I'll just make them slightly thinner so they can fit in. But it's the only reason why I'm having to adapt these canopies, these particular canopies, is because I've already printed my fans and turbines, which are all over there, most of them, and I don't want to be printing them again. So I'm basically printing some more canopies, which is fine. So yeah, that's just an update on the situation. So as I say, anything I'm doing with the wind turbine, air turbine, rotary system is not a 100% diversion. It simply means that I may have another method of driving my bubbleator at some point, because it doesn't drive, it doesn't use an awful lot of leverage, and that thing doesn't run very fast either. I mean, I go about 800 RPM or something. It's not even near 1,000. So I could gear it. I could use a turbine to drive it, drive it, and gear it. And yeah, so there's all sorts of possibilities open. So don't get disheartened if you think I'm working on something completely different, because it's all relative. It is all relative. Anyway, okay, that's it for now.